So our next topic is increment and decrement operators in C. Increment and decrement operator. So first of all, what is increment operator? So plus plus is called increment operator and minus minus is called decrement operator. So now what is the task of these operators? So the task is that to increment the value of any variable. So when we write a equal to a plus 1, so what does this means? This means the value of a will be increment by 1. Okay. So now suppose if a is equal to 2, then here a will be a plus 1, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay. So instead of this, I can write this a plus plus. Its mean is also the same. The only difference is that if we write a equal to a plus 2, then we cannot write it using the increment operator. Then we cannot write it using the increment operator. Okay, so increment operator means the value will increment only by 1. So let's write a program using these operators. So I'm taking a variable int I equal to 1 and simply printing it. I'm simply printing it. So you know this output will be 1. Okay, very good. The output will be 1. Now write I equal to I plus 1 and then print I. You know I will be increment by 1 in the second time and the output will be 1 and 2. So now write, instead of this, write I plus plus. And now run the program. You can see there is no difference between I equal to I plus 1 and I plus plus. Okay. So there are two types of increment operator. First is called postfix operator, postfix, and second is prefix. Sorry. First is post increment and second is pre-increment. Okay. This is post increment and this is pre-increment. So what is the difference between these two keywords? That is post increment and pre-increment. So post increment means the value of I of the variable will be used first and then it will be increment by 1. And pre-increment means the value of the variable will be incremented first, then it will be used. So how it works? Let's see. We are printing I plus plus. So here I have used post increment operator. So what will be done? First, 1 is printed, second, 2 is printed, and in the third time, also 2 is printed. Why? Because at this moment, I is equal to 1. At this moment, I have increment I plus plus. So I is now 2. Then printf %d I plus plus. So as we have used post increment operator, then the value of the variable will be used first. So as I is equal to 2, then so that's why 2 is printed here. And then after I is incremented. So now you can see that after 2 it will print 3. So you can see now after this it will print 3. See, 1, then 2, then 2, then 3. So now come to pre-increment operator. So come to pre-increment operator. So I have written plus plus I. So let's see what will be print here. See, it is printing 4 because here the value of I is 3. Then after that I have written plus plus I. That means first 3 will be increment by 1 and then I will be used. That's why 3 plus plus that is sorry, plus plus 3 is equal to 4 and then 4 will be used. So nothing has done here. That's why simply 4 is in the variable I and then we have printed the value of I, that is 4. Very simple. Now again in the printf statement we have written plus plus I. So in this case, as here I is equal to 4, so here we have written plus plus I. That means the value of I will be incremented first, that is 5, and then it will be printed. You can see that. Okay, okay, nice. Now I plus plus. So it will print 6. Sorry, sorry. It will print 5 because we have used post increment operator. That means I is now 5. Then in post increment operator, first the variable will be used, then that's why 5 is printed here, and then it will be incremented by 1. That means now 6, sorry, I is 6. Then that's why I is now 6. So you can see I is now 6. Okay, and now if instead of I we print plus plus I, then it will print 7. Because here 5 is printed, and in as we used post increment operator here, that's why 5 is first printed, then I will be increment by 1. That means I is equal to 6, and after that we have used pre-increment operator. That means I will be first incremented by 1. So as I is 6, so it will be incremented by 1, then I will become 7, and that's why I is printed. Now 7 is printed. Okay, so all this I have told you, whatever I have told you now, that was totally on increment operator. Now, decrement operator is very similar to this. That is simply minus minus, minus minus, and here also minus minus. Also here minus minus. We have do lots of program where we have to do like this a equal to a minus 1 or a equal to a minus 2. Basically we were decremented the value of the a here. Okay, so instead of this we can write a minus minus or minus minus a. Same here, we cannot write a minus 2 in using decrement operator. So let I equal to 8. Now printing the value. So you can see here this I, that is 8, is printed here. This I, because after this I minus minus is happening, so I 8 minus 1, that is 7. That's why 7 is printed here. Then I minus minus, that means 7 will be printed first, then it will be decremented by 1. And you can see it is decremented by 1, that is 6. And after that minus minus I, that means 6 will be decrement by 1. So now 5 is stored within the 6, sorry I, and then I is printed here. So 5 is printed. Now minus minus I is over there. That's why first 5 will be decremented by 1 and then it will be printed. So that's why 4 is printed. And I minus minus, that means in now in the I variable there is 4. So that's why first 4 will be printed here and then it will be decremented by 1. So now 3 is stored within the I variable, and then we are writing minus minus I. That means first I will be decremented by 1, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2, and then I will be printed. So that's why 2 is printed here. So I hope you have no doubts, because I have done so many test cases in this program. So if you still have any doubts, so please let me know in the comment box. Thank you.